Greetings YouTube, it is I, the Gamer Dude Abides, and today we're going to start a tutorial series on a new game I just recently discovered called Final Upgrade. Now Final Upgrade is a game about an artificial intelligence that's been tasked with the job of expanding humanity to the stars. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our options to begin the game. We go into options, we'll start with gameplay, max station size. It starts a lot lower. I have it upped because in my plays I've ran into the station not being able to be big enough. Camera tilt angle, camera tilt speed. The game is mostly 2D, where you're viewing it like you see the ship in the background right there. But you can tell that it's kind of tilting back and forth, left and right. Well, that you can do that in game. I like having it flat. So the max angle, I have it at 0. The tilt speed doesn't mean anything if it's at 0. The rest of these options, you can pretty much leave them however you want them. Run in background, that's like an Alt-Tab out, and I can do other things, and the game will continue. Auto pause in battle. I've yet to go into battle, so I haven't changed that yet. Let's see, camera shake on explosion. Again, I haven't been attacked or gone into battle. Zoom in and out relative to the cursor position. If you have your mouse on this point in the map, when you zoom in and out, it'll zoom in with that being towards the center of your zoom. You can exit the sector to the map if you zoom out far enough, or you can auto pause when calling request resources. I don't have those set because I don't like them that way. Graphics, of course, is normal for you, so you set up however you like. Sound, for my purposes, since I'm making videos for YouTube and I'm also streaming this to Twitch, I have this set to not allow the expanded number of music tracks. When I'm playing by myself, I'll have that turned on because I like some of the music. Controls, these are just your key binds and whatnot. You can change those to whatever you like. And then language, of course, for myself, it's going to be English. If you're one of these other languages, go right ahead and select them. Now we're going to start a new game. You have several different options here. For your first time through, I would highly recommend playing the tutorial and leaving the hints on. If you don't want to, however, that's fine. That's what this series of videos is going to be about. So I'm going to turn those off. Now, the rest of this stuff is all dependent on how you want to play the game. Planet upgrade orders. In order for the planet to go raise its population, they're going to say they want a specific thing to upgrade. We're going to leave that on. And the planetary deposit upgrade orders, once you go up in population, your deposits can go up in supply. So we're going to turn that in, and they're going to ask for something specific in order to do that. And then planetary deposit consumes resources. If this isn't selected, then once you start supplying, they're going to start giving you the resource you want. This means they will only give you the resource you're wanting if you're giving them the resource that they want, which I like. Alternate research mode. This is going to change the research mode to kind of like a Stellaris method. It's going to constantly be researching, and once it reaches the next technology, you're going to have 3 random techs to choose from. It also removes the ability to erase technology that you have researched, which is a mechanic that if you get to a point and you no longer need to mine directly a certain resource, then you can forget it in order to open up memory to be able to research more. Long run, I haven't played with yet. Energy consumption multiplier, I like it because the more machines you have, the more work the AI has to do, and so the more energy it takes. Disassembler mode. Beyond the first couple planets, in disassembler mode, instead of giving you raw resources, they're going to give you a finished resource that you have to disassemble in order to turn into base resources that you can use for other things. These other options are for easy or very easy mode. And we're going to turn on factions counterattack during war. That means that they'll start attacking us if we start attacking them. You can set up certain breakpoints, like the green faction, when you have a certain number of machines. You can set this up to however many you want, and they will start attacking you once you have that number of machines. The red faction, you can set it up to what you claim a certain number of sectors, and the yellow faction, once your player is a specific level, they'll start attacking you. We're going to leave that all down to nothing. And we're going to leave the wall segments to default and the damage multiplier for default. This is a fairly well-balanced, easy way to play the game, I feel. Obviously, if you're a different style player, you just want abundant resources, Pick whatever fits best for you. So today, these are the settings we're going to be using. So let's get started. All right, you start off the game. You have a ship and an asteroid. And this is all we know about the world so far. The tutorial will walk you through what to do next, but I'm going to do the same thing here. First thing we need to do is we need to look at our ship. What do we got going on here? We got some batteries, we got a ship core, we got an area that's empty right now, a little blank spot, some iron that we can build with, another blank spot, and a research terminal. And then we got this little robot guy down here that's going to do most of the work for us, at least early in the game. So the first thing we want to do, we need to modify this ship to make it more effective to do what we want to do with it. That is, gather resources, process them, deliver them to planets. And we'll get to the deliver to planets in a little bit. First, we're going to focus on this. So the first thing we can do is we're going to press B. B opens up the build menu. Now we're in the build menu, and we can start making changes. We got all the little things we can do down here. One of the things we could do is we could start another ship down here if we wanted to, but we're not ready for that yet. What we're going to do is we're going to increase the number of robots we have so things will happen a little bit faster for us. Each ship, which is recognized by this kind of core, which is the little AI core plus a hyperdrive around it, can have up to 8 of these little robots. We're going to put 7 more on here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did I skip a space? Well, because of the way the base is set up, and there's only 8 available, I don't like the fact that it was going to be not even with these corners. So what I'm going to do, you do not have to do this yourself, but once he finishes with that last robot, all right, we're going to hit delete, and we're going to remove that. Bye, robot. I'm sorry. It's so sad. Look at him just floating away. We're going to place this last one here. Now we've got 4 and 4. So we're going to let him build up. Alright, once he's built up, let's go ahead and speed this up to ×4. Well, just to go all the way to max. To go up to change the speed, you can either click up here, or you can hit the plus and minus keys on your keyboard. Now, this game is not like Factorio, if you're used to it. Time does not make it more difficult. What makes it more difficult is, as you go along, more machines, if you have those settings, more machines, higher levels, so on and so forth, that will make it more difficult. So, right, what do we need to do? We need to mine iron so that we can replenish the supply that you see is starting to get lower here. So, we're a little bit far away from the asteroid. But we'll start from here. So to mine, you're going to click on, see that says no tech? I wonder if that's going to be a problem for us. We're going to click here. It says mine. We're going to drag it to this section right here where it says iron ore. And later we'll show you how to set up a section like that on your own. But when we drop it, it says no tech. We don't know how to mine iron ore yet. So the first step, we're going to hit T on our keyboard. And that's going to bring up the tech screen. Now you got 2 different views of the tech screen. You've got this view where you can see Tech Group 1 and all the things that are in it. Tech Group 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's go back to that again. 5, 6. Let's see. How far does this go? 10. All right. So let's go all the way back down to the bottom to Tech Group 1. And what was it we're trying to do? We want to mine iron ore. See this gold one here? I think that's what we can research right now. So we're going to research iron ore mining, and you see it's going to take a little bit of time, 1000 XP, and that's what this down here is. You see it's increasing by 10 per, I'm guessing, second. And our free memory is slowly decreasing as that is using up. Once it gets done researching, this little yellow bit right there is going to be full. Now, one thing we can do to increase the speed that's going, we're going to hit B again. We're going to hit this research station. And we're going to add a couple more research stations in this conveniently placed area right here. And we're going to bump this up to ×2 just to get them going a little bit faster. In a second, we'll be done here. I'll go up to ×4 just to get them going. All right. They've completed building the research. Now, we can take this iron ore, to see it doesn't say no tech anymore, drag it to the iron ore bay, let go. And the guys are going to fly over there. They're going to mine some iron ore for us. They're going to fly back. So cute how they run across the top like that. And they're going to drop it in the iron ore bay. And they're going to go grab some more iron ore. Now that's a long way to go. So what we're going to do now to make this easier for them, we're going to right click here. We've got a local jump. You see where it says L? First we could do that, and now we can move this wherever we want. Or we hit L while we're hovering over it and we do the same thing. So we're going to put them right here. That puts them a lot closer to mining. Now, we can't do anything with this. We need these blocks of iron, because this iron ore is iron mixed with dirt and rock and all sorts of trash and detritus. We need to extract that iron from that bunch of stuff into a workable format. To do that, we need to go back to our tech point again. We're going to find iron ore mining. And what we need is this iron extraction. So we're going to click on it, and we're going to click research. And you can tell it's first researching the extractor, then it's going to research iron extraction. Let's let it finish with the iron extractor. All right. Now we're going to build, press B again. We're going to go into machines. We're going to go to the extractor. I'm going to put that right there in that convenient spot. Now, they're going to ignore that until this is full. We could let him keep going, or we can click one of the robots, drag it to the extractor, let go, and now he's going to grab some iron, and he's going to start building that. One thing we can do, even though we don't have iron extraction researched yet, we can right-click on the extractor. We can go to this little wrench symbol. We choose iron. You see it's locked. That means we don't have it yet. There we go. This machine is ready to go. He's not going to finish it, so we're going to drag another one here and another one here. Let's see if we can get that done before. Okay, good. It's still locked, which means they still can't research it. One thing we need to learn about these little pneumo tubes. See the arrows we got pointed here? Any ore that touches that part of the tube will get sucked in and pushed along the path of the arrows. Right now, there's no arrow pointing towards the extractor. So we're going to right click on this one, and we're going to click on this button, which means now the ore, if it's on top of it, will get sucked in, or if it's from below the other tubes, it'll get sucked in, and now it's going to get spit out towards the extractor. So this has got the iron ore, but it's not doing anything with it. In a second, boom, you see we just finished extraction. It is now processing the iron ore into usable iron. Not ingots. Ingots are something different. So let's get some more mining going on here. Let's get this finished going up. One last thing we're going to research while we're in this screen is, I can't see it, so we'll go to the home menu. We got this construction cannon. We're going to get that because that's going to make things easier for us in the future when we're building on our ship. We're going to jump this up to times, well, the max speed. All right, we got it researched. We're going to go to build. We got these cannons now. We're going to put a construction cannon right there. Let them finish doing that. Finish filling up the bay. Now that they finished filling up the bay, we reached the end of this first tutorial. We have covered how basic building steps on how to modify the flagship to do the job we need it to do, how to mine, how to move the ship around to make it easier and shorter for the robots to reach the iron ore and put them in, how to turn the iron ore into a usable format, and we basically just outfitted our ship. Now, the more astute of you might notice, we've been using up energy, but we haven't been recharging. There's no way for us to recharge and rebuild energy, so everything we've got right now is based off of what you see in front of you. And that's what we're going to cover in the next tutorial. I hope to see you then. Thank you, and good evening.